So just as a small intermediate step before we actually get it soldered down, this is the way we're going to be aligning it. You can see I have my common crossing there, my obtuse crossing in the middle, and then my other common crossing on the other side. But in between those, I've got these strips of brass. And the reason I've got those is because they fit exactly into the flangeways. So they're 0.5mm by 3mm. The 3mm just being because I want it tall enough to stick out so I can see it. And it runs from here down across this obtuse crossing. If you can do that, yeah, across this obtuse crossing and into the other side. And this one here, obviously, it can't cross over this one, but it goes into the point rail there, all the way across, actually alongside. That's the point rail on the inside there, and then into the common crossing on this side. So my plan is to like tack solder this in, this in, and this in, so that we know that they are the right distance from each other and at the right angle, and take it from there. So you don't normally need to do this. For example, on normal plane turnout, like you might see here, you fix the V in almost arbitrarily, because you start to gauge everything off of that, like the straight rail. Well, yeah, I guess you put your straight rail in first, then your V goes there gauged against the straight rail, and then your curved stock rail is against this side of the V and this end of the here. And so you kind of where the V goes determines the rest of the shape of the turnout. But on here we've got two, and they have to be in sync with each other. Now all the other rails, in theory, I could just have like dots to represent these V's, and the rest of it can be constructed using gauges from what you see in front of you here. There's not actually a huge amount that, like this rail, for example, this top rail, I don't need to place a piece of rail there where it is in the diagram. It will be there because everything else goes up against it, but it will be placed there by virtue of the use of jigs and spacing. So now we've got these in the right place, I'm going to tack solder them in, and just make sure everything flows properly. And then I guess it's time to do the straight stock rail, or the stock rails either side of here. So let you know how it goes.